Hi guys, I recently did a rubber band powered car which I then converted to Mousetrap power, and what always happens when I do these sort of builds, and I have done rather a lot of them over the years, is I start getting questions about what can I use for wheels if I don't have CDs, because I like CDs, they're very easy to use. What I usually do is use hot glue to glue a plastic bottle top over the centre hole on both sides to give us a hub, and then push the barbecue skewer through as the axle. In this case I just tape them in place. Anyway, lots of people say they can't get hold of CDs, or they don't want to buy them, or they haven't got any old ones. So what else can they use? Well, basically anything that's round. You can cut it out of cardboard. I've done quite a few there over the years. You can even put holographic paper on it to make it look pretty. These are made out of my favourites, pizza trays, styrofoam, just cut into discs. That's the plastic top off of cream or yogurt or something like that I've actually filled with the pizza tray foam to stiffen it up a bit. Cut discs out and stuck them inside. That's the top off of a jar of coffee. Put a bit of cardboard in there so that you've got 2 points of contact so it doesn't flop around. That holds it nice and level. Sticky tape rolls. Again, I've cut out discs of styrofoam and put them inside to fill up the hole, but they're quite nice. They're quite heavy, which is handy in some cases, not all cases, but sometimes it's handy to have heavy wheels. Old records. Most people cry when they see these now because they've started to become collector's items again. Susie and the Banshees. Happy House. I remember that one. Even an ordinary plastic plate or dish. Just drill a hole in the middle. So the answer is virtually anything that's round. In fact, I've even done square ones, but that was for a bit of fun. So what else could you do? Well, you could cut them out of plastic if you really, really wanted to make your own. Now this is a bit of a joke really, because this is actually CD cases. So I'm not using the CDs, I'm using the case. Here's some I've done already. What I do is I use my dividers, which are sharp metal pointy things, and draw the circle and keep scoring round and round until it digs into the plastic, and cut them out that way. I'll do one as a demonstration. They're not perfect, but you can rub them down with sandpaper to trim them up. The only thing I have noticed is after a little while this slightly goes out of adjustment, and each wheel I've made is a slightly different size. So that's not good if you want to go in a straight line. Right, let's do a demonstration. I mean, this is just a convenient piece of plastic. If you can find any sort of plastic, well, as I've already said, anything, but right, plastic CD tray, need to mark the middle. So if we go corner to corner, I'll just drill a little hole. In that centre point. Okay. And then set your, move that out of the way, set your dividers up to the diameter of the wheel that you want. As I say, each time I've done this, I've ended up with the wheel being a slightly different size. Just because while I'm leaning on this, I'm actually knocking this adjuster out. Right. That hole I drilled, that needs to be a very small hole. That's just to hold the point in place. You'll have to drill it a slightly different size to make it the right size for your axle. This is going to take quite a long time, so I'll speed the camera up. When you've done it enough, you'll probably find that if you wiggle it a bit, you'll hear that little crack. It starts to come loose. See? There we are, another wheel. If you run round the edge with a bit of sandpaper or something to smooth it up, or you can just use it like that. Now that hole is too small, and if you force it in, you'll crack it. So I'm going to drill a slightly bigger hole. There's our wheel. Job done. I might be able to replace these ones. I'll just go and get a pencil sharpener to take the corners off these. Don't think. Yeah, I'll do that. hole's probably still a bit too small. Because you can always put a bit of super glue on there or something to hold them in place. Sneak preview of another project. Anyway, they work. Job done. Hey, thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.